Welcome everybody to the Crestline Neighborhood Association meeting for this February. Has everyone signed the roll call sign-in sheets, please?
I don't even know where they are.
Good. They're being passed around if you haven't done that yet.
Back there in the back.
So the January agenda was amended during the meeting. Can I get a motion to accept the agenda? Oh, that would be the minutes of the agenda, right? Sorry, the minutes of the agenda for January.
Yes.
You get those written down. Yeah. Did we get it for Don? And it was seconded by Alice. Did we need to vote on that? Did we vote on that? All right, so all in favor of accepting the agenda? All opposed? Unanimous? Excellent. All right, I think we're straight on that business. All right.
We didn't do the minutes of the last meeting.
I thought that's what we just did. So we accepted the agenda. Now we're going to accept the minutes of the last meeting. Can I get a motion to accept the meeting minutes of the last meeting? Don and Alice. I knew you were there for us. And all opposed, or all for?
Aye.
Opposed? None? Unanimous. All right, now I'm going to clarify some of the points from two of the previous minutes. There were some slight mistakes on the May and August minutes. On April 16th, 2024, CNA officers met privately with the Five Stone group. During this meeting, Five Stone shared information about the plans for Cumberland Church property, requested that the details not be shared with the broader Crestline community. At the May 23rd meeting, it was reported that the association first learned about the proposed 14-unit development at a Citizens Advisory Board meeting. This is incorrect. In reality, the officers had already been informed of the development during their private meeting with FSG in April. Is this on? Good. On April 16th, 2024, CNA officers met with the Five Stone group. During this private meeting, FSG shared information about their plans for the Cumberland Church property, but requested that the details not be shared with the broader Crestline community. At the May 23rd, 2024 meeting, it was reported to the association that it was first learned about the 14-unit development at the Citizens Advisory Board meeting. This is incorrect. In reality, the CNA officers had already been informed of the development during the private meeting in April.
We're doing this just to clean up the minutes.
We're cleaning up the minutes. If anyone would like to make a motion to adjust the minutes, you're welcome to. Don? Okay, also on August 7th, 2024, the CNA Executive Committee held another private meeting with FSG at their offices. During this meeting, FSG presented a new proposal for 55 units instead of the 14 original that will require a zoning change. And this is kind of why we're all here. Once again, they requested the information not be shared with the broader CNA membership. And at the August 22nd meeting, this information was not reported at the meeting. At that meeting, India informed us that there was no development details to meet with the developer, but that's all we learned that night. And then on September 20th, that was when President Maria Norton publicly posted the flyer regarding the development. And that was the first public information we got on it.
Rather than the private meeting
Correct.
that we held twice before.
Correct.
But the number of units was not disclosed then.
Yep. We had a neighborhood meeting where that information was known and it was not disclosed.
Why was that?
Because Five Stone asked everybody to keep it quiet, and they complied. And I'll just use this opportunity to say that I am not going to meet with Five Stone privately. I'm not going to keep anything that I learned undisclosed. I have, thank you, I've
There should
offered,
be an obligation, shouldn't it? I mean, the neighborhood association should be kept abreast of anything that the neighborhood
absolutely,
association does.
100%. Yeah, so I have let Five Stone know that I will be happy to meet with them under the conditions
But never privately.
that it's here and that it is, the information will be disclosed. And I have not heard back. All right, unfortunately, we're not able to have our election that we were all here for tonight. And instead of that, I'm just going to try to understand why. There's a lawsuit going on between the city of Birmingham and some folks in the Glen Iris neighborhood. And because of this lawsuit, the city attorney has asked that the city elections be postponed. This was kind of a thing last year, but not quite, and I think it's just more of a thing now. But they won't give it to me in writing. And I think this is complete bullshit. Excuse me. There's no reason for that. There's no reason that we should not have our election, that we should not be able to have our officers and have our voices made on this subject of the city. The order violates the Citizens Participation Plan in a number of ways. Section 2 mandates regular biennial elections in even numbered years, no provisions for indefinite suspension. Section 2, 4A1 requires vacancies to be filled through an election by secret ballot at the next regularly scheduled meeting. Section 3D prohibits retroactive application of rules to certified elections. All of this directive contravenes all of those. So, and it's not just going to be me or us that are going to have to work to sue the city on this. The 99 neighborhoods together, working through the Citizens Advisory Board, are going to do this together. But we're not going to take this. And that's all we got tonight, guys. It's that quick.
Motion to adjourn?
Let me ask one question.
Who is our city representative?
Hunter Williams. I'm India Bailey. I'm his chief of staff. I'm here on his behalf tonight.
India, can you explain why they're not letting us, why can't we vote?
So I wish I could explain that to you, but community resource officer is not my forte. Todd said about exactly what I know. There was a lawsuit brought up against the city by someone, I won't name him, you can Google it, in the Glen Iris neighborhood that thought that the neighborhood elections were unfair. And so they sued the city, and as a result of that, the neighborhood elections across the board have been put on hold.
Is the neighborhood association a city organization?
Yes.
It is, the 99 neighborhoods, yeah, it
So
is.
this organization, y'all are technically beholden to the city?
Under the Citizens Participation Plan of 1974
Sorry,
established.
No, you're fine, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and.
Good to see you, India.
At the frequently asked questions in the next meeting, we'll go over the three groups.
You want me to give a quick update while I'm up?
Why you got it, real quick? 'Cause
All
that's
right.
all we got.
Well, I'm gonna be real quick because Todd's trying to get me out of here. No, I'm India Bailey, like I said, for those of you who do not know me, Chief of Staff for Councilor Hunter Williams. Just want to give you guys a quick update on a project that we're incredibly excited about. For those of you who know anything about Haygood Street, which I'm sure that's everybody in this room, you know that when there is a heavy rain, a light rain, a splattering, there is standing water on that street, and we have been trying to get something done about that since our first term in office. So, very recently, Councilor Williams has allocated and found $250,000 to get a project started on Haygood Street that will completely alleviate this standing water. What we're going to do is we're designing and installing an 800-foot pipe, sewer storm pipe, and also adding 3 curb inlets and 2 junction boxes on Haygood to Dunston, all the way to Kingsbury Avenue. So what that's going to do, our hope, is to alleviate this standing water. It's getting on everybody's nerves. It's been on our nerves, so I know it's on y'all's nerves. We are anticipating, if weather permits, this project to start in March. I see you have a question.
Okay, so where did the find the capital?
Good question.
So this came from our ARPA funding, American Rescue Act dollars. So the city got a tranche of money from
COVID
American
money.
Rescue Act, COVID money, and it was earmarked for very specific projects. And so what we're doing, each council office got $3 million, and we found a way to get $250,000 plus allocated for this project, because it's been a capital project. We've been asking about it for a number of years, and there was never any money in the budget for it. And so when we saw an opportunity, we went ahead and did it.
Because I know that that was a part of the proposal by
Silverstein.
Stone Company to actually fix that in the engineering plans.
Mhm.
So that's why I was curious as to where the capital actually came from, but it's coming from the city.
Yeah, this has been voted on and passed by the council before all this Silverstein stuff. We don't have anything to do with that. We're just trying to be good stewards and give y'all what y'all have been asking us for.
Silverstein was just gonna improve it around his little piece of property, nowhere else.
Yeah, we're taking it
Which
all
all drains to
800
that
feet.
one portion. That's my backyard, right?
Yeah. So I knew you'd be happy about that. Lou's been texting me for years about this.
You're mostly referring to the water that stands at the intersection of Johnson and Cape, right?
Mhm.
And Sauls.
Yes, 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 yes.
And then the
Wait.
additional inlets, because the water, as most people know, it runs all the way down Haygood, all the way on Lime,
At the
Mhm.
park.
and all
And
the way.
Park.
And then
The corner of the park. That's the-
all that.
that's
being
what
factored
floods.
in, right?
Yes, it is. Now, I'm not an engineer, however, they told us that all of that would be factored in. We're wanting to just completely alleviate this
And
issue.
so, is it going to cost $250,000, or do y'all have 250 earmarks if it costs less, we can use those funds for other improvements?
It costs $250,000.
Does that go all the way to the park? Park's where the
Park's
low
a separate
point-
one. I met with that guy yesterday.
What's that?
Park's a separate drain, but I met with the
Yeah.
engineer yesterday. They're gonna fix it.
They're gonna
They
fix that.
yeah,
They'll fix it.
they're working on it.
Okay.
So the engineering's already been done. and
The design has been done. We
Yeah,
haven't
we have
installed
that
it.
too. They'll fix
So
it.
are they
And I've not
tying
seen the design.
into the 60-inch pipe left of Haygood, which is your new
You're asking me a really technical question and I don't know the answer to. I'd love to say that I know the answer, but I'm not in the engineering department.
That's available, right?
Yes, yes.
Do they have a timeline?
All I know is that it's supposed to start in March. As far as how long the project's going to last,
That's all
Uh,
that goes with.
we do too. And we've been asking, we haven't gotten an answer. What I'll do is hopefully they will start in March, and when they do, hopefully the next meeting, we can have an answer on timeline for you guys.
Is there a traffic management plan for the disruption of traffic through that section?
Could you repeat
Um,
the question, because some.
He asked if there was a traffic management plan, while construction's being undergone, and there is.
I had a question on,
Okay.
Speak up, please. Can't hear you.
I have a question that's not about the road fix, if that's okay, to move to a different topic. On the complaint that we had tonight, about not being able to vote on our issue, when we met with Kim, who is our zoning,
Kim Spurl?
yes, maybe a couple of months ago, she told us how our neighborhood association is to communicate with the city. So all of these concerns that our president has brought up, is that documented and then communicated to the city? Or what kind of feedback are we gonna be getting from the city for this concern of not being able to vote tonight due to the Glen Iris lawsuit? Is that right? Sorry, I came in late.
So we write up the minutes, neighborhood president, usually sends it to our community resource department, which our community resource officer is Flora Johnson. I don't see her here tonight, but Alice Williams is the head of that. So he will send that to Alice and they take that on their end. That is under the purview of the mayor's office. So the council doesn't really have, we can advocate for the information to get to you guys, but legally we can't give a directive and ask that they do it.
Okay, and then Alice provides that to Mayor Woodman, who actually provides that information from us to Alice to under the purview of the mayor's office.
Let me speak on that.
Hmm?
There's a,
Uh,
there's a group called the Citizens Advisory Board. Citizens Advisory Board is the presidents of 23 communities. Okay, Scott, we are Crestline and Eastwood, our Crestline community. The 23 presidents meet together. We are supposedly the CAB, well, I was on it for years. Supposedly, CAB is a liaison between the neighborhood, is that me?
Sorry.
No.
The neighborhoods and the mayor's office. The whole time I was there, that could have been 10 years. I think we saw a rep from the mayor's office one time. So, unless you send a letter to the mayor, and we found out this month, because when Todd ran the meeting last time, I stood up to explain this voting process for our vice president, right? Those of you that were there. And after me came Flora and Alice. Okay, they had heard that. They were in the room. Okay, then Marion sends the minutes over there. Nobody read, nobody paid attention. And when CAB, through Elizabeth Sanfilippo, who is the head of Highland Park, and they're doing a lot of stuff zoning-wise at Highland Park because of all the historic homes. Okay, so they talked, Todd found out about it. Elizabeth gets a resolution that she wants CAB to send to the mayor, the city council, the whole thing, saying, we gotta have an election. I think that's when it hit the fan. And that's when Todd and the CAB was told, you cannot have an election because of the federal lawsuit. Like Mr. Musk is doing right now, there's lots of stuff being dropped and nobody's paying attention. So the more we are in touch with the powers that be and coming to these meetings and saying something so it can be in the minutes, then
Are you a lawyer?
what did he say?
The accountability mechanism for if the city's expectation is that we send you the minutes, our CAB team communicates with the city as far as the issues that we have. What is the accountability mechanism for the city to acknowledge the receipt
Nothing.
well,
Nothing. Nothing.
Here for the city, so we can let India.
Excuse me.
What
Nothing.
is the city's, accountability mechanism of acknowledging that we sent the minutes and reading through them and absorbing them? What is that accountability from the city aside from us being taxpayers to the city?
Sure, and that accountability is supposed to be the process that we just went down from Todd to Alice's supervisor. So the council is completely separated from really everything that falls under the purview of the mayor's office. If, the city attorney, that falls under the mayor. Todd's asking for some things in writing from the city attorney's office. Hunter, as a counselor, can't go to the city attorney and say, you need to give Todd that in writing. It's against the Mayor-Council Act, and it's illegal. He could go to jail. So I wish I had a really clear answer for you, and I hear your frustration with that because it's a frustration for us as well. When you guys have issues and you email us or call us about it, what we have to do is go to our liaison that the mayor's given us and say, will you please ask the mayor to ask his people to do this, this, and this.
And that is Alice.
No, this is
Alice
a
is her
separate
boss.
soapbox
Flo
I'm
is
getting on.
our representative.
I hear your frustration, I understand it, really is what I'm trying to let you know.
Who is our liaison? I guess that Hunter would go to for
Her name's Camila, but she's in
Flora
governmental
Johnson.
affairs. But yeah, CRR will be Flora Johnson for y'all.
And we're not just waiting for her to show up every month. I had a meeting this week already scheduled with her that she had to cancel, but I'm planning on meeting with her regularly and not just letting it go from meeting to meeting. I want her to be constantly involved in what we're doing. And what we need.
That's good. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. How about a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Barbara.
All right.